Hello, everyone. My name is Steven Adriatico, and this will be my Human Growth and Development Lifespan video. So, for this video, I will be talking about Erikson's stages of psychological development. The first stage will be talking about trust versus mistrust. The second stage is autonomy versus shame and doubt. The third stage is initiative versus guilt. The fourth stage is industry versus inferiority. The fifth stage is identity versus role confusion, and the last stage is intimacy versus isolation. So, for the first stage, which is Erikson's trust versus mistrust, it usually happens during infancy, which is from birth to 2 years old. During this stage, infants usually rely on caregivers for basic needs like food, comfort, warmth, and care. Caregivers who are responsive and provide consistent care allow the infant to develop a sense of trust in others and the world. In my case, as an infant, my mom was not always present to take care of me since she was busy with work. So I had to trust my caregiver as a baby to provide the necessities that I needed, whether it was changing my diaper or wanting food. The second stage is autonomy versus shame and doubt, and it usually occurs around toddlers, which is 1 to 3 years old. During this stage, toddlers begin to explore their surroundings and assert their independence. Successful experiences, such as learning how to walk, feed themselves, or use the toilet, foster a sense of autonomy, which provides confidence in their abilities to handle tasks and challenges. Caregivers who encourage and support these efforts while providing safe boundaries allows the child to feel capable and in control. If caregivers are critical of the child's attempts to assert independence, the child may feel shame about their efforts or doubt their abilities, which can lead to a lack of confidence, fear of failure, or excessive dependence on others. The third stage, which is initiative versus guilt, happens around 3 to 6 years old. At this stage, children begin to explore their environment more actively, take on new activities, and express their ideas. If children are overly criticized, restricted, or discouraged in their attempts to assert themselves, they may develop a sense of guilt about their actions or choices. I remembered that when I was around this age, I was known to be a really talkative kid, and this caused me to become criticized by my teachers as well as my friends, which discouraged me and gave me a sense of guilt about my actions and choices when talking. The fourth stage, which is industry versus inferiority, occurs around 6 to 11 years old, which is when children would usually go to school. Children around this age begin to focus on learning and developing skills such as reading, writing, problem solving, and teamwork skills. Positive feedback and encouragement from parents, teachers, and friends can also help children feel a sense of industry, which gives them the confidence in their abilities. If children face excessive criticism, comparison, or failure without support, they may develop feelings of inferiority. Struggles in academics, social interactions, or extracurricular activities can lead to a lack of confidence in their skills. I remember that around this age, when I was 6 years old, I had trouble reading. And because of this, my mom would basically tell me to practice reading every day in order to enhance my reading skills. And she would also let me do competitions where I would need to read out loud to an audience in order to practice my reading. The fifth stage is identity versus role confusion, and this usually happens on adolescence, which is 12 to 19 years old. Adolescents explore personal values, beliefs, and goals to form a clear sense of who they are as a person. They experiment with different roles, friendships, ideologies, and career aspirations that align themselves. Success in this stage leads to a sense of identity, providing direction and confidence in future choices. Without adequate support or opportunities for self explorations, Adolescents may struggle to establish a sense of identity. This can lead to a role confusion characterized by uncertainty about one's place in the world, which offers lack of direction and difficulty committing to goals or relationships. Conflicting expectations as well from parents, peers, or society may also intensify the confusion. I remember that during this time, I had a hard time trying to find my priorities in life, and it caused me to stray away from what really mattered, which is trying to establish connections with people and having a good relationship with my parents. The sixth and final stage, which is intimacy versus isolation, usually occurs around young adulthood, which is 19 to 40 years old. Intimacy involves forming close, loving relationships with others, which is having romantic partners, supportive connections, or even close friends. Success in this stage means that the individual can establish bonds that involve mutual care, vulnerability, and commitment. If individuals fail to form meaningful relationships, they may experience isolation, characterized by loneliness, fear of commitment, or even emotional detachment. After finally finding the importance of having wonderful connections with people that understood me, I learned that it is important to always surround yourself with people who are there to support you as they will help you with your journey in life. And that will conclude my lifespan video, and thanks for watching.